but are the sole comments of the host and guest of this particular show. 860 AM, 106.5 FM. WNOV, The Voice.
Everybody get on the right shit, sister for attention, entrepreneurship. Flip, do your own thing, hey, entrepreneurship. Everybody get on the right shit, sister for attention, entrepreneurship. Flip, do your own thing, hey, entrepreneurship.
I'm coming very strong and bold. Let me tell you before you get told.
You got
See, I run my own thing like I won the championship ring.
period. So I say to all my misses, I'm looking fly, I rock my business.
Okay.
Now my friends be dialing, calling, while I'm having fun and balling.
Everybody get on the right shit, sister for attention, entrepreneurship. Flip, do your own thing, hey, entrepreneurship. Everybody get on the right shit, sister for attention, entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. Everybody get on the right shit, sister for attention, entrepreneurship. Do your own thing, hey, entrepreneurship.
Good morning, Milwaukee, and welcome back to the Hustle and Grow Show, powered by the Center for Teaching Entrepreneurship. Whether you're just waking up or making your morning commute, we'll be here to keep you company. Now, let's not waste any time and get the show started. Brina will start us out with our first topic of the day, which is a continuation from our last show. Brina?
Hi. Talking about AI.
Yes.
Okay. AI can be used for fashion. Like I be seeing a lot of people on TikTok, they'll use AI to generate outfits and then they'll copy them. And it's kind of a trend right now. I don't know if anybody else has seen that
Yeah.
at all.
Well,
Like on TikTok. Or Lemon 8. They do it a lot on Lemon 8.
what I meant by continuing our conversation with AI was influencing music.
Okay.
Like-
should say that.
Yeah, I should have said that.
Okay.
Apologies, I should have clarified.
You said influence.
Music.
Okay, influencing music. Okay, so I'm bad at like writing like lyrics. I love to sing, but I can't write lyrics. So one time I'll like sometimes use AI
Oh my
for
gosh.
like
Using ChatGPT.
yes, I'll use ChatGPT for like a little like outline, and then I'll put my own lyrics in there. But I don't like copy exactly what the ChatGPT says. It's just like a little kind of like format, I guess.
Okay. I can say I've never done anything that scandalous, but
I don't know.
I'll say I'll give you people a little bit of background on how AI does influence the music. Now, over the past few years, the advancements in AI and AI generation have made it possible for literally anyone sitting in their homes to become a music idol and reproduce the sound of anyone. Like they can take a single clip of your voice and then copy that and then make an entire album based off of your voice, right? Like there's this artist on YouTube. His name is Glorp, and he makes SpongeBob drill music. But he makes SpongeBob drill music by taking the voices of Bob Kenny and the cast of the SpongeBob TV show. And the lyrics that he makes, he writes himself, but all of the music is AI generated. But it's like it's very good music, but it's at the same time you're taking somebody else's voice and using it, right?
Yeah. And I've heard of that, like platforms such as Amper Music, if you've heard of it. Sorry, my voice. I've had Jukebox. they can literally like generate whole songs, and all like people have to put in is the genre, tempo, and mood,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, yeah. I mean, I can see like helping with like writer's block and everything, because like nowadays when there's, I don't know, it's very easy like when you're trying to make a song, you know, to accidentally copy the lyrics of another song. So I can see like helping with writer's block and everything, but I guess the beats, I'm not sure.
Yeah. What would AI generated beats even sound like?
I'm not
Yeah,
sure,
sure.
but I think it's too because they're like hip hop and rap has been out for so long that like people aren't sure how to make their own. Like, and since you said it's becoming more common for artists, like smaller artists, to become idols, that people aren't sure, like professionals essentially. They're not professionals in the field, and people aren't looking to like professional producers to make the beats anymore.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
they're probably using AI to fill in the gaps where they don't have that.
Yeah.
I've never heard what like an AI generated beat sounds like, but I could just imagine it would probably sound pretty basic or pretty bad. If I'm
Mm.
just assuming, maybe
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
there's not like that human intention.
Yeah.
I
With
feel like it would be
Just
like really
a prompt.
random.
yeah, with music, you can feel a human emotion to it. You can feel like somebody put their time and effort into this. There was I don't remember the exact year, but I read from an article that there was an AI generated song that featured Justin Bieber and Bad Bunny, I think, and it went viral all over TikTok. And like Bad Bunny himself said that he would never make music with Justin Bieber, or that he was never going to make a song with him. Yet all of his fans believe that he made this song with Justin Bieber, and it garnered millions of views on TikTok. I don't know what the song is.
So it pretended to like feature Bad Bunny when he
Yes.
wasn't even there.
Yeah, like that's the scary part too. Like not even for music, but for when it comes to taking your voice and your everything that's about you and just putting it out there and making people believe that that's your work when it's really not. Like imagine the repercussions of something like that if somebody decided to sue. Like,
Yeah.
because I know there's been legal cases against the people who use AI. Like in October of 2023, Universal Music Group and some other major labels started to take up or started to sue some AI companies for using the lyrics and spitting out words and bars that they made. And so all of this combined can, like, I don't know. It's a very, like we said on the last show, it's a very nuanced topic. There's not much we can do about it because, you know, AI is really just starting. We haven't seen the full power of what it can do. But then again, once we do see that, then it's going to be all over the place and it's going to be up in our face.
I have a question for everyone. Like, even if it like was an artist's dream to like release their songs before they died, do you think like their
Like Juice WRLD?
producers, yeah,
Okay.
like do you think their producers should be able to use AI to like restore his or hers voice?
Legacy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like if it's like an incomplete song,
Yeah, like if it's an incomplete song or like the lyrics, do you think they should be able to use AI to finish the song?
I guess it should be up to like their parents or like their family members because it depends on the person. Like if I were to die, I would want someone to finish my music because I would take pride in my music. But some people would be like, "Oh, I'm not here. Like I don't get to see my music. I don't want anybody to mess up what I had planned for this song."
Right.
So I guess it just depends on the person. But generally, I would say yeah, just leave it to like the friends and family because they know that person really well and they'll probably know what that person want to be done with their music.
I personally feel like it's not their place to do that unless they like explicitly told you before they passed that they want you to like continue it that way. I feel like it's just not your place because they're not really benefiting from it anymore anyway. So it's like
that's kind of like using somebody's face in wasn't that, what was it, who was the artist that made a video with Tupac after he died? Like, no, I mean, like it was
Are they like a celebrity?
no, there was a celebrity, but it was an AI generated video, or like they used Tupac's face in the music video. I can't remember who it was, but they used Tupac's face and his body, and they used his voice to create vocals, and they put it out there. And I just had it. It was either Drake or it was someone
Oh my
else.
gosh.
I don't think it was Drake though. It might.
I don't think it was.
Right.
Drake. I don't think it was Drake.
We'll get into Drake later.
Whoa.
He's got it coming soon.
But back to what you were saying, like I agree. I think because they're not making any money, and then the people that like whoever record label it was, they're making money off of the dead person. So I don't think that's right. I think if it was like for the fans or like if they're not benefiting off of it, then I think it's fine as long as it was fine with them. But other than that, no, they shouldn't make money off of a dead person. That's wrong.
Yeah, I agree. Because what if they didn't want anybody to hear the song or anything? And
Or what if they do make the music and then the song's just trash? Like they
hurt
like-
their legacy for sure.
yeah, they like say the artist wrote the song, but it was incomplete,
Like they
and then they had AI write the rest of the song, and then from the top half of the song it's good, bottom half of the song is absolute garbage.
I say unless they have somebody featuring the song to help complete it.
Right. Yeah.
But as far as completing it themselves, I don't think that's a good idea.
That kind of brings into question like what that kind of brings into question what I was talking about earlier when I said Justin Bieber and Bad Bunny, they were both featured on the same song, but it was AI. So is AI going to get to a point where we won't even know if features are the real people?
I mean, if it sounds good, I'm gonna listen to it. It's not
That's
really-
crazy.
I'm not really like a.
It's taking money out of these people's pockets.
No,
bro.
like I mean, if it's a song and it's made by AI, and I can't tell that it's made by AI, because I feel like a lot of people associate AI with being bad. Like if it's a song made by AI, it'll be bad. But if it's actually good, then I wouldn't mind listening to it.
I mean, I blame those early 2000s movies for putting the fear of God in y'all for AI.
Like good, like I mean, like lyrics are good, the song makes sense, and it sounds good. Not just like, oh, it sounds good. Like if they're talking about nothing, I don't want to listen to it. But I don't know if it's like actually like cohesive, I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
There was a song, like an AI generated song with like Weeknd and Drake.
Mm.
If any of y'all heard of it.
I probably heard it. Yeah.
Yeah, it got taken off like most platforms because it was AI and record labels.
So sorry. I wonder if there's like a sort of limit that people, I guess, can use because you mentioned that it was taken off of different platforms. So I don't know how to say this, but is there, I don't know, like some sort of like copyright infringement law or something that's like dedicated to that? Or
Probably not a copyright law for the use of AI of your voice or like an AI generated voice. Probably not that, but record label, if they choose to, they can definitely go out and sue you. They can definitely come for you if they feel the need to.
Because you're using like for a record label, they hired that person, so technically all of the stuff belongs to them too. So they're gonna want to make money off of that.
They're
gonna sue you.
Yeah, you're basically taking their money from an artist that they hired.
But like if you do it, like say you do it on TikTok, I doubt they'll sue you because like a lot of people don't make money off TikTok. So if you're like a small like me, if I just posted it on TikTok, I doubt I would get sued. But if you're like a bigger like influencer, or if you are making money off of it, then they'll probably sue you. But if it's just like a hobby or something, I don't think they'll sue.
But also I think, I don't know, it's also like how people are viewed because if an artist is like featured on like a trash song and they think the artist was actually on the trash song, even if it makes a little bit of money, I feel like the law can still be applied because it's not only like the money but it's also their image.
I was just thinking about that, like people who like use AI's like voice to like try to defame people, try to make them say stupid or silly things.
That's what I'm scared about in the future.
But then they can get sued for defamation of character, probably.
Yeah, then like it's even more than just like touching people's pockets, like messing with like large record labels money. It's also like their intellectual property, like the look of those people, because they hired them because they look good, not just sound good.
Right. And the scariest part for me is not even when is not even AI influencing music or making AI generated music. It's the voices, how they sound. I remember when AI first started to become prevalent and you couldn't make heads or tails of it. It would make disgustingly creepy videos online, and the voices were just straight up bone chilling. But now somebody could take a clip of my voice and put it out there and make me say God knows what, and then next thing you know, I'm probably sitting in the courtroom somewhere for something that was said.
Yeah. Or yeah, I lost what I was gonna say.
And I feel
Yeah.
like what's really crazy is video evidence used to be like the most reliable evidence there is,
Exactly.
but now you can't really differentiate like what's real and what's not. And I feel like that's really gonna
Yeah.
affect like how things go. So
There's
I just
definitely
think,
there's definitely gonna be some new laws and
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's
regulations
gonna be some
around.
Yeah.
I feel like every like AI platform should be required to have a copy or keep in their files so nothing is like on your phone just so it'll be uploaded to like their files, and then if it's something like illegal or if it's like you can tell if someone's trying to fake something, I guess, if you know what I'm talking about. Like if
They said-
someone if you're like fake, okay, if you're making me look like I robbed someone but you made it on AI, whose ever like platform you made that on, they
You need
should
to have a
copy.
watermark in the top right corner.
Yeah, or something like that. I don't know, like something where they can like
Yeah.
track who's
Like
doing
some
what.
type of Walmart.
Yeah.
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 I feel like there are some ways you can tell like it's not real though. I've seen
Mhm.
some
Yeah.
AI
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
Like
where it's
Instagram,
And
oh
like an
my
extra
God.
finger or
movements-
something.
Yeah, and then their movements are quicker, which is
Yeah.
so creepy.
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
know if
sometimes
so
you can't tell the difference.
I don't know if any of y'all had like be on Instagram that much, but it was like an AI thing, and it was like a bucket, and it was like just white like balls, and then they all turned into dogs.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
what
just
I've
like
seen.
yeah, it's like Instagram in particular has like a lot of AI videos.
Mhm.
I haven't really seen that many on TikTok, but Instagram for sure. Like every time I go on Instagram, I see something just dumb with AI.
Yeah.
I've
It's
heard.
just it's just spawn of Satan. That's what it is. That's what it is.
I've heard of AI being used a lot to isolate like voices like of dead singers like John Lennon.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
So
read
they
that
would use
story.
those like to isolate their voice to be able to hear what they were saying, and also for sampling. It's a lot. It's used a lot for sampling, like old songs and using it for new songs. Like
Yeah.
I believe some of
Oh
SZA
no,
songs.
that's
SZA, I love SZA.
terrible.
Let's talk about SZA more. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe next show.
Maybe
I don't
maybe when it's my turn.
No, absolutely not. But going off what you said, Antonio, to isolate somebody's voice, that's not inherently bad. Like AI, when it comes to music, I know we do a lot of bashing on this show of AI, and like usually it's from a negative perspective, but I want to say that all around, I think AI should be used for good. I think it can be used for good. Like right now, there are some AI companies that argue that the copyrighted use of song falls under fair use and is more keen to an homage or a parody. And some AI companies like Bronze and creators like Holly Hurden are actually encouraging people to collaborate with these companies to create new and imaginative music without straight up copying or mimicking somebody's voice and just instantly generating music. But I think that in a way that'd be cool, to
Yeah.
if AI can make your music better, because they already do it with what's it that makes your voice sound better on a
Auto-tune.
auto-tune. Yeah,
Yeah.
they already do it with auto-tune, and they're making huge advancements with that. So if AI can make the music sound better, cool. If they can make parody music that makes me laugh and is pretty good, cool. I'm all for it. But when it gets to the point where we're straight up taking people's voices and then making them say some outrageous things, because this doesn't just stop at music or fashion or generating random images. Like, whether we like it or not, AI is going to be a big part of our lives growing up and a big part of our children's lives, whether we like it or not.
I think the main difference is the intention behind it. Like Antonio, your what you said earlier was like important. Like when you're using it to isolate vocals, that's a good thing. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But then if you're using it for like a bad intention, then it's really bad. So it honestly just depends on your intention and that's what makes it good or bad.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to stop right there and go pay the bills. We're a bit behind on the payments. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back soon with more.
they do programs like a summer truck studio, Arts by Tech, and more. And it's a nonprofit organization, and they sponsor professionals like Mr. Spears to engage with children. And there's also volunteer opportunities. So I'd probably like to work with AWE to volunteer and get more into like the community and show my art and help others. Like they make murals around Milwaukee. So I'd really like to do that.
Sounds dope.
I'll go into mines. When I was younger, I wanted to become like a chef. Not as much now, but I do want to like kind of like own a restaurant, if that makes sense. Like just like own it, but not actually like do the work. Yeah, so the person that I chose was Leah Chase. Her restaurant is in New Orleans, and her style is Creole. And the restaurant has existed for a long time. It was like a gathering place in the 1960s for like civil rights leaders such as Martin Luther King, I think Ernest Morial, and AP. Sorry, I'm not pronouncing his name right, but his last name is spelled Tureaud. Yeah. And she also had like other like really famous people come to a restaurant, such as Barack Obama. So
okay.
yeah.
Her food must be good.
Yeah, I'll go next. I actually have two entrepreneurs, one of who I met, but another one that I did a little bit more research on. Well, my first one his name is Victor Blackwell. He's a news anchor and currently the Weekend Edition. He's currently the co-host of the Weekend Edition of CNN This Morning, and the host of First of All with Victor Blackwell on CNN. He's it's his weekly news segment that airs every Saturday at 8 a.m. So he's doing this with us. So pretty cool. During his weekly segment, he discusses the week's events on a focus with stories affecting communities of color. He graduated with a Bachelor of Arts, and he graduated with his Bachelor of Arts degree in broadcast journalism from Howard University. So hopefully my school that I want to go, hopefully the school I'll go to. He worked at Howard's public TV station, which I didn't even know they had, WHUT TV. And he joined CNN in 2012 as correspondent in the Southeast Bureau in 2013. And he reported on the mysterious death of a Georgia teenager, Kendrick Johnson, which led to investigations by the Secretary of State of Georgia and the U.S. Attorney for Georgia's Middle District. He was also nominated for Emmys when it came to outstanding feature reporting, and also nominated for a regional Emmy in 2007, 8, and 11. So he's pretty good at his job. The other African American idol that I met, his name is Jerron Jordan. He's the weekly news host of WISN 12 News, and I got to go up to the news station and meet him, talk with him, pick his brain a little bit. He also went to Howard University, so I'm like, I'm trying to see what I can do, follow in the footsteps of these guys a little bit. You know, Jerron gave me some pretty good advice about what to do to prepare for college, what the journalism program looks like. He also let me speak on the teleprompter, which was very cool.
Wow.
Yeah. And for the Black business that I found was the Black Information Network. And for those of you that don't know about it, it's a radio network. It's owned by iHeartRadio. It's iHeartRadio Media, but it's a news network of stations that's targeted African American communities, and it launched in June 2020. The Black Information Network is the provider of news for African Americans. Some of the topics include hip hop, R&B, gospel, but they also reported on topics like the new Trump administration, the Grammys, and events with famous people, but also locally grounded events for the common man, like the story like last week Thursday, if any of you heard the story about a mom who asked her city for help before her two kids died in a freezing van.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that was
terrible.
Really sad
where
story.
Was that?
I don't know. I didn't write down the location of it, but it was last week Thursday. This came on live on their radio network, and when I heard it, I was riding in the car with my mom, and I'm like, "Wow, this is it's just straight up sad." And their network runs 24/7, 365. So they're trusted, and they have accurate coverage with a Black voice and perspective, and they also have multiple podcasts to listen to on the network for different topics.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh yeah. I forgot to add that I'm also working with close connection to Mr. Spears. I'm emailing him for my comic as well and to work with him.
Who was that?
Wow.
My girlfriend's father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Girlfriend's father.
Yeah, I think it'd be good
Surprised you
to
have one of those.
Wow. Okay, so Brina, like you can't throw shade at something you don't have. That's crazy.
I do. I have a whole boyfriend. What are you guys talking about? I had. Listen, I had 11 Valentines.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I had 11. Right. Like you. Did you have
That's
one?
just.
Did you have one?
No. 'Cause I
Okay.
decided to go my own
Wait,
route.
11
Right.
Valentines this year?
Yes.
Wait, like people?
Yes. I'll tell you.
That
guys-
just sounds
I'll
like
tell you guys
11
virtual
people that got
online.
misplaced.
Oh my god.
Got misplaced.
Well, anyway.
Misplaced? No. They knew what they needed.
What they needed.
What
Question
is
mark.
going on? Okay.
I'm sorry. Let's
stay on
continue with the
topic.
show.
Stay
Let's
on
continue with
topic.
the show.
Okay. So
It's all
everyone
jokes. It's all jokes.
everyone knows the person I researched, but I researched Rihanna because she's a Black businesswoman with her own clothing line. She's the founder of Fenty, if you didn't know, and she also has her own like makeup brand, which is called Fenty Beauty. And I just like her because she does like a lot of things, but she's like mainly a businesswoman because she knows how to promote her businesses. And I just feel like I just want to be able to do a lot. Like even if I do go to school for business, I want to be able to like do more than one thing, you know?
Mhm.
So
That's the smart thing to do. Like you can have so much more money just by having a second business that you don't even have to do that much work for.
Yeah.
My businesswoman was Nancy E. Johnson, and she was born in South Carolina, and she was a real estate agent. And she personally owns 158 real estate properties and sold
Wow.
one home per day for 5 days straight in 2018. So she's making a lot of money. She was also, it's a millionaire club, I believe, in South Carolina, but she ended up having $4 million. So she was able to join the millionaire club, I believe. And she was the first Black woman to do so. So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but Don Peebles. He's the founder and CEO of Peebles Corporation, one of the largest Black-owned real estate development companies in the country. In 1983, he founded the company, running while he was working for the Washington, D.C. mayor at the time, and completed developments encompassing more than 100 million square feet in a total investment value surpassing $8 billion.
Amazing.
A lot of money.
So, yeah.
that concludes today's show. We all want to thank everyone for tuning in today and every month. Our next show will be March 29th at 8 a.m., same time as always. And don't forget to make a trip to our website at www.ctemke.org. Bye.
Drive safe, people.
Drive safe.